Hello everyone, welcome in, welcome in. I had to grab my earrings. I realized I didn't have them on. Welcome in everybody, share the live. Let's get going this morning. So ready for this morning. How are y'all? Welcome in. Welcome in. Share the live to your top 15 or to another social media platform. We'll get started with our daily show, Rise Up. Let me get our little theme song music on. Let me do that. Y'all can jam out to this for a minute. Welcome in, guys. We're like really up close and personal today, aren't we? Hello, welcome in. Hope you guys are having a great day. Everyone say good morning. Tell me where you're watching from. Share the live with your top 15. We're going to get started with some free one card pulls just to get the live going. So as you share the live, I'm going to grab the first 10 shares that I see. So make sure you are sharing the live. Must we? Okay, I feel like that's native. I'm probably saying it wrong. Hello, first time from Indiana. Good to have you here. Hello, Trish from Evansville, Indiana. And you're also in Indiana with two Indianas back to back. Awesome. Hello, Lola. South Africa, two South Africas. Good morning. Samantha, I see your share. Hello, Trish. Hello, Robin. I see your share. I got you on the list. From Canada. Okay, awesome. Missouri. Jennifer, I see your share. Lola, I see yours. Thank you. From Virginia. Dothan, Alabama. Samantha, nice to see you. Hello from Massachusetts. It means red sky. Oh, that's awesome. All right, and Darlene and Panda Sock. Share the live to your top 15, guys. That'll get you on the list for a free one card pull. We're going to get started here in just a second. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I didn't write my list, so I got to remember what number I'm on. You're from South Carolina. Awesome. Welcome in, guys. So share the live with your top 15 or to another social media platform. You can get a free one card pull to start off the live. I'm going to go ahead and get started on those. Let's see. I think we're going to go to this deck right here. I'm not answering questions on today's live. Today's live is a little different. This is our Rise Up show. We actually teach tarot in this lesson, or tarot lessons in this class. In this live, we're also going to do free one card pulls. We're going to do some healing. We're going to have some teaching. It's going to be a really interesting 1 hour, so stick around. That is our Rise Above song. I don't know how I turned it off, but I turned it off somehow. I guess I hit the space button on accident. But when I'm posting them on YouTube, they keep banning my video because I have regular music playing in the background and I don't own copyright to it. So they keep pausing it and muting parts of it. So I have to not play regular music during this live. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. We've got our first few reads that we're going to get going on. First one up. I got a card flipped already. I haven't even picked that deck up yet. All right, first one up is going to be I'm going to say Red Sky. Red Sky, this is for you. Thank you for the follows. Welcome in. Make sure you have a pen and paper or a note place to take notes because we are going to be jumping into some tarot lessons here shortly. We're starting with lesson 3 today. Are we on lesson 3? 3 or 4? I don't know. We're doing, lesson 3. We are doing, no, I think we're on 4. I don't know. I'm going to quit saying the lesson number. We're doing the High Priestess today. All right, so Red Sky, this is what you've got. Things are changing for you dramatically right now. You are learning how to step into your power. You are really learning that you are stronger than you think that you are. You're being tested in all areas right now, but know that this is all for your highest good, and you are leveling up. You are leveling up. You say, yeah. All right, Samantha. Samantha, you're up next. So Samantha, take a deep breath for me. That came out fast. Oh, I love this. This is the universe card. This is letting you know that everything is turning in your favor. This is the completion of a cycle. The universe is literally realigning itself to give you everything that you desire. So keep pushing. Keep pushing. You would do anything for a card. Would that include sharing the live like I asked? You can share live to your top 15 or another social media platform. That'll get you on the list for a free one card pull. I've only got 3 spots left. Hello, good morning. Good morning, good morning. All right, Robin, this is for you. Hello, Tyler. I got you on the list, babe. I got 2 left. Kaylala. Kaylala. And Katie got the last one. Thank you, Katie, for sharing. All right, awesome. So, Robin, here we go. Hello, welcome in, guys. Robin, this is for you. We're just going to take a few more minutes to do these free one card pulls for sharing the live. And then we'll get started in today's show. So this is telling you that you're having to fight some battles right now. Things are really kind of difficult, but you're starting to think of giving up. You're starting to think of like, let me just surrender that. Let me just not even worry about it. Spirit's telling you this is worth fighting for. This is worth standing your ground. The season is about to end, but it is not time for you to give up, okay? All right, up next is Jennifer. Jennifer, this is for you. Jennifer, thank you for sharing the lives and the follows. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited about today's show. So, whoa, holy smokes. Okay, so this is what came out for you, love. It seems like things are really difficult right now. You've recently had some things that have kind of fallen apart, and it's taking you down to like that rock bottom, right? You're like, it can't get any worse, right? And so you've started to rebuild from this firm foundation. And so this is exactly where you need to be. Know that everything is happening exactly as it's supposed to be. It's unfolding exactly as it's supposed to. You are to learn and grow in this period. You are building a firm foundation so that it doesn't get torn down in the future, okay? All right, Lola, this is for you. Lola was our fun guest host yesterday. She's going to be on more frequently with us, so that's exciting. Okay, so Lily, you have 2 that came out. You have 2 that came out here, and you've got that you're needing to focus on doing your shadow work and be patient with yourself in this process. Things are changing. Things are changing, but you've got to be processing these triggers as they come up, okay? Allow the things to heal as they come up. Don't stuff them back down, okay? And be patient with yourself. If things are taking a little longer to process through than normal, that's okay. That's okay. All right, Darlene, this is for you. Darlene, this is for you. Oh, Darlene, look at this, Darlene. You are changing you. You're rebirthing a brand new you. You are staying focused and intent on what it is that you want out of your life, and you're working on it. So congratulations. Keep going. Keep going through this transformation process. You're not going to be recognizing yourself soon. You've been doing your shadow work. Well, there you go. It's coming up. All right, Panda, this is for you. Oh, goodness. Why are they flying today? All right, Panda, this is for you. Oh, upside down. Sorry about that. All right, so this is telling you that you're going through some heartache, right? Things are kind of hard, but I feel like this is old stuff. I feel like this is old stuff that's resurfacing for you. And so remember that when these things come up, when these things are triggered, it's a reactivation of an old wound. It's a warning light. It's a response like, hey, pay attention, go in and heal. Allow yourself all the time and space that you need to go deep into those recesses of your heart and mind and process through those traumas that have been there for so long, okay? All right, Tyler, you're up next. Tyler, you're up next. Welcome in, guys. So I'm not the psychic that you spam the comments in. We are not doing readings throughout the live today. This is just to get the live started. We do free reads at the beginning of the live. This is a talk show host called Rise Up. Or I'm a talk show. This is a host. No, I'm a host. This is a talk show. I'm saying things backwards today. Where we learn, we grow, we talk about healing. I teach you all kinds of fun things, okay? Ooh, Tyler, are you in this connection yet? Have you found this person? If so, there's a refreshing coming. If not, let me tell you what. This is that divine love. This is someone coming in to show you mad love, mad respect. Someone who's going to meet you on all levels. There's that heart opening, right? I can just feel it. I can just feel it. It's beautiful, beautiful relationship. All right, Kay-la-la. Kay-la-la. This is for you. And then we're going to do Katie, and then we're going to get started with our next segment of the show. Goodness, I don't have my little, the person is here. I don't have my little catcher thing up today. All right, so this is what I got for you, Kay-la-la. You are struggling right now, but you're over here sad and alone and not speaking up and letting people know what you need. People are not meant to read your mind and understand what it is that you need. I think a lot of us have this struggle where we don't want to speak what it is that we need or what we want or what our expectations are because they were dismissed when we were younger. We were taught that those things didn't matter. And so now as an adult, we sit in our fear and in our sadness and in our confusion, and we just push everyone and everything away, and then we wonder why no one's coming to help us. Speak up. Let people know what you need. It's not a problem. You're not overbearing. You're not too much. Ask for the help that you need, okay? Closed mouths don't get fed. I've heard that many times in the last month. Well, there you go. Ask for what you need. All right, and Katie, this is for you. Last one of our free reads for right now. We'll do some more at the end of the live. Ooh, wait. Okay, so Katie, this is what you got. You had 2 cards that came out for you too, love, okay? The first one being firm foundation, and the second one being recognition and reward. So this tells me that recently you've gone through this like devastating, everything's falling apart thing, and you've had to rebuild, and you're wondering if you're doing things the right way. And you wonder, when do I get my recognition? When do I get the pat on the back? When does somebody tell me I'm doing a damn good job? Well, Spirit's telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, I'm proud of you. Keep going. There is public recognition and reward coming your way as a result of all the hard work that you've been putting on. Yeah, you are not too much. Exactly. All right. So we are going to transition really quickly. We're going to transition. All right. So today, I'm going to pause this music for a second because that one's kind of annoying after you play it a few times. All right. You can book a reading with me through my link in my bio, love. This is a teaching session. So I am on in the evenings for discount reads, most Monday through Thursday from 9 p.m. Central till about 1 a.m. Central. Okay, so you can catch me then, or you can book me through the link in my bio as well. All right, so I want to teach you guys, we're going to do some healing techniques because I feel the energy still a little funky right now. Of course, we're heading into Mercury retrograde, so everybody's feeling kind of off lately. We've got a lot of things that have been coming up as a collective that we are struggling to process through, right? We're feeling like we're falling back into old patterns, old habits. Maybe some triggers are being triggered off where we are responding or reacting instead of responding, right? So I want to express to you the difference between a response and a reaction. And we want to address these situations that are causing us to be so like unsettled right now. But I want you to understand that this is all simply a test. It's all simply a test for you. We go through periods of expansion. So those of you who have been in your awakening, who've been doing this hard work, you've had these major realizations, right? When we go through that, that's called expansion, right? So we're expanding ourselves. Then Spirit says, all right, now let's put those things together. I'm going to get quiet on some things for a little bit and let you just integrate, right? So we take time to process. We integrate those things. We learn to make those things the fabric of our everyday life. And then in these moments, like they've been over the last 2 weeks or so, where everyone's feeling that pulling, that tension, that stress, that frustration, those triggers coming back up, it's testing. Did you interweave it properly? Have you integrated it fully? Is it part of who you are? Is it simply something you say that you are? Can your actions match your words? So you're going to be tested, and it's going to see if that fabric holds, right? Or is it something that you just claimed to be? So we're in this testing period right now. So allow yourself to face the test with full confidence and full knowing that I have learned this lesson. And if for some reason you fail along the way, like I did yesterday, it's okay. You rise up and you face it again. And you say, I'll get it better the next time. You make amends for the things that you've done wrong. and you step into your power. You know that there are no mistakes, there are only lessons. So maybe you just needed to study that one a little more. Be gentle with yourself. Have grace with yourself. You're undoing years and years and years of misinformed, misaligned thinking and actions. So we want to take time and we want to pause and we want to react. We don't want to react. We don't want to react. Re-react. I don't know why I keep saying re-react. We don't want to react, which is a reaction of an old pattern. So I guess it would be a re-react. But we want to respond, right? So we want to take time to pause. Take time to listen. Take time to understand. To trust our inner guidance system. To trust our intuition. We talk about it a lot in the lives that we want that full body yes. Do you know what a full body yes is? A full body yes is where we are in that space. And if you're thinking about a person or a situation and you're wondering, is this person meant to be in my life? Am I supposed to pursue this path? Am I supposed to make this decision or that decision? Let me teach you how to tap into your intuition. And what's interesting is that's one of the cards that we're sitting today, or the card that we're sitting today is the High Priestess, and she's all about intuition. Our intuition is that inner knowing. And we have to learn to trust that. A lot of times you guys have heard it expressed as the mother's intuition. A mother's intuition is never wrong. Follow your mother's intuition. We tend to say that men don't have it. That's not true. It's a universal tool that we all have. So what I want you to think about is if you bring a situation up, let's say we're looking at, should I be dating this person? Should I be dating this person? I want you to look at it and I want you to go, okay, if I bring this person up in my mind, do I resonate within my whole body saying, yes, there's no resistance, right? Where it's, okay, I feel a peace about this. Or do you have a place in your heart that goes like that? Where your shoulders, you notice that you're like this, wearing them like earrings, right? Or do you all of a sudden feel the need to run to the bathroom? That, my friends, is your intuition telling you something is off. The answer at any point in time where there is any resistance within the body, the answer is no. The answer is no. Where there is resistance, energy cannot flow. So if you want things to flow, there must be no resistance. So full body yes is what we're looking for. We're trusting our intuition. And we're going to go a little deeper into that in a moment. So glad you're using your intuition. I'm not doing paid reads right now, so thank you for the donation. Yeah. Instead of ignoring it. Yeah, you're like, listen, I'm telling you, that, the thing about your intuition is that a lot of times when we're young, especially if we grew up in a situation where it was unhealthy, right? Where we were taught that the things that we felt and the things that we saw and the things that we experienced weren't necessarily right. So, for example, I grew up in a situation where I was being sexually abused. So I didn't know physical touch. I don't ever remember being hugged. I don't remember being kissed. I don't remember being told I love you from my mother. Okay? So these were things that I grew up with. So when someone touched me, I knew that meant that it was going to hurt and it was going to cause pain in my body and my heart and my soul. So I was very fearful of touch. And I remember at church one day when I was very young and we were just getting into religion at that point, which I've stepped away from at this point. And now I'm straight spirituality. I don't need to go between. But I remember going to church and there was this man and he came up to me and he came down and he got on his knees. He had one leg up and one leg down on the ground so he could be on my level. I don't remember who this man was. I don't know who he was. But he came up and he tried to wrap his arm around me and talk to me and give me a hug. And I remember being terrified. I was shaking. My body was tingling. I didn't know what to do with the touch. And when I went to my mother and I said, I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe. I was dismissed. You're at church. It's okay. Nobody's going to hurt you here. So I dismissed my intuition that told me something was wrong with that man. Now fast forward about 11, 12 years later. I was 6 at the time, and now we fast forwarding, and I'm actually about 16, 17 at this point. And my intuition tells me the same thing again. And yet I'm at church again. The same church building where my intuition was taught to be dismissed. That what I was thinking and what I was feeling was invalid. It could have happened in other ways to you. Maybe, well, that's just Grandma Irene. That's just how she is. Just go give Grandma a kiss. Go sit in Grandpa's lap. It's okay. That's Grandpa. He wouldn't hurt you. That's Grandpa. That's your intuition being dismissed. So fast forward as I'm a teen in that same church building. The same feelings of my intuition creeping up and telling me something is off, something's wrong. But I'm with my boyfriend. So my thought is everything is okay. This is someone who you love. You're safe. But remember, in my home, love didn't mean safe. Love meant you needed protection because you were going to be hurt in some way. So I had this distorted view of love and this distorted understanding of what my intuition was and whether I should trust it or dismiss it. So this one evening I'm there and my boyfriend asked me to go off on a walk with him and to go into another space with him. And I blindly follow. My intuition creeping up and jumping and leaping inside saying this is not safe. But what did I hear? What did I hear? I heard that same thing. You're at church. You're safe. No one can hurt you here. So I followed along, and within a matter of minutes, I was being raped. I didn't trust my intuition because I was taught that it was wrong. So my message to you today is stop dismissing your intuition, whether it's something big or something small. Other things about me not trusting my intuition are funny little things like I went to the grocery store a few months back, and I wanted tuna salad at home. I wanted tuna salad. I went to the store, I'm grabbing all of the things, and I'm thinking, I have mustard at home. I always have mustard at home. I never run out of mustard. My intuition told me on that aisle, grab the mustard. And I went, I always have mustard. I always have mustard. And I went on about my day. I got home, and later that evening when we went to make tuna salad, no mustard. So trust your intuition in the little things. I'm on live, baby. Give me just a few minutes. Give me just a few minutes. I'm on live right now. Thank you. Sorry. So trust your intuition. Trust the process of what you're going through. And trust when there's a check in your spirit or just something like that. Pick up the mustard. Grab the mustard. It's 88 cents. It would have saved me, right? So trust things. Don't dismiss them, all right? All right, so let's do some deep breathing and just clear the energy. And some of you are needing to release some of these blockages that you've been carrying for a while surrounding that intuition. So we're going to do some deep breathing together. I want you just to close your eyes, be at peace. I move my arms. It's just something I do. It helps me focus on where I'm at, so don't let that bother you. We're just going to take a deep breath, and it's going to be for about a count of 5. We're going to pause at the top, hold for a count of 5, and we're going to slowly release. Now, at times I may, under Spirit's guidance and trusting my intuition, if there's a point where I feel that we need to hold longer, we will. So just stay with me. If I hold longer, I'll tell you. You'll hear me say hold and just hold. Be in the present moment. Be in the now. Okay? Deep breath in. Hold. And slowly release. Deep breath in. Pause. Slowly release. Last one. Deep breath in. Pause. And slowly release. All right. How are we feeling? Y'all feeling all right? I know that was an intense story, an intense sharing, but that's what we needed to talk about today. We're going to trust our intuition. We're not going to dismiss it, whether it's something big or something small. Helped you. Good. Yes, ma'am. Feeling good. Feeling good. Awesome. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you ready for our Teach Me Tarot lesson? We have just a couple of minutes before that time is to start. Helping a lot. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Awesome. You're welcome. Do you see how easy it is to clear your energy? Do you see how easy it is? It's that easy to clear the space, to set the intention. I'm present in the moment. I'm present in the moment. I really feel like this is a book that I'm supposed to recommend to you guys. If you're on the live or you watch the replay and you see this and you would like a copy of this book, I'm happy to send it to you for free on Audible. If you haven't received a free book, I can send it to you. It's easier than I thought. Yeah, that was awesome. Awesome. Thank you. But this book is called The Power of Now. The Power of Now. And it is by Eckhart Tolle. And it's really going to help you to realize that there's no past, there's no future. It doesn't exist anymore. It's something that happened, it's something that is, and it's something that will be. But the only thing that we truly have is this moment right here, right now. So if you're living in the past, you're not here. You're not present. You're reliving and replaying old stories, which means you're missing out on the now, which means you're not prepared for the future. And even when the future comes, it's only now that we experience it. So we must learn to live in the present, to let go of all people, places, and things that are no longer serving our highest good, and to step into the now. So if you'd like that, this is what I need you to do. Send me a message. My link is in my bio to my Instagram, which, by the way, click on that same link and the YouTube link for all the replays. And if you missed any lessons or episodes before, you can go watch it. Or if you miss them in the future, you can watch it as well. Okay, so click on that link. Go to the Instagram. Send me a message. Follow me on Instagram. Send me a message so it comes through, because sometimes they go into filtered and hidden and all that mess, and I won't find you sometimes. So make sure you send it over there and put in there, can you send me the Power of Now book? Okay, and I will send you the link. It's free. Okay, and then if you want to catch any episodes of Rise Up that you've missed, go to the link in the bio under that same link with the Instagram, and you'll go straight to the YouTube page. Make sure you're following that. Okay, you don't know how to Instagram. You don't have Instagram. It's The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Send me a message on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, do you have Facebook? You can find me on Facebook on I Rise Above. There's a place there. You can send a message here, but the chances of me getting it are highly unlikely, because I'm gaining like hundreds to thousands of followers a day, and it sends me all those new messages and things, and I just sometimes lose it. So you can try here. I'll check right after. If you don't send it during the live, the likelihood of me getting it to you afterward is very, very small. How do you know what group you're in? So if you're looking at my reads, my collective reads that I do before my lives, those are going to be whatever resonates with you. So if it comes across your For You page, or you see it on Instagram or anywhere else that it comes across, and that message comes across your page, listen to it. If it resonates within your heart and soul, and it tells you that, hey, this is for you, she's speaking to you, then it's for you. Now, if you're wanting to kind of have like, okay, I know I'm group 3 every time, then go back and check some of those previous reads that are for group 3 or 2 or 1, whichever one that you're in. You feel like you're group 3, yeah. So then you're going to check some of those previous reads. Does that resonate with you? Were you in that same place at that point in time when that message came out? If so, then that's probably your group. Okay? But just be open to receiving whatever message it is that you need to hear. All right, we're going to get started with our Teach Me Tarot lessons. So I'm so excited about today. We are learning about the card number, Major Arcana card number 2. And this is the High Priestess. The High Priestess. So make sure you have a pen and paper or a place to take notes. We're going to get started with our Teach Me Tarot lesson. This lesson usually goes about 15 minutes. And it's going to cover all kinds of stuff. We're going to show you different cards that you can use that I can teach you alongside. Okay? Teach Me Tarot, High Priestess. Here we go. All right, let's see if I can. I'm going to try to position that light a little differently today. Take y'all with me. I'm going to flip you around. Are you ready? All right, let's see. Move you up a little bit. And we can zoom in right there. And I think we got the reflection going. Looky there. Looky there. Turn this light up just a little bit. I think that'll help us too. All right. So there's our traditional High Priestess. I want you to look at the card. It's your absolute favorite? Yes. All right, so you're going to look at the card. I want you to think about the things that are, stepping up out of the card. What do you see? I noticed the black, the white, the B, the J. They're pillars. I noticed the red in the background. If you have no idea what it is, you can't see because it's a little far away. We can look a little closer. Maybe. Ooh, looky there. We got it up close. So those are pomegranates, right? Notice that she's got the Torah. She's wearing some blue garments. Looks like she's sitting at the entrance of something, right? So we just pay attention. Ooh, what's happening there? What's happening there? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. The light did not like when I did that. All right, what's that about? Let's see if I can make it stop. There we go. All right, cool. So we're going to look at 8 different tarot decks today. 8 different decks. We're going to look at them a few at a time, okay? So I'll tell you which decks these are to us. We're looking at them. So this is our Rider-Waite. This one here is our Muse Tarot. Ooh, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, the Muse. Look at this. Okay, see that? Try to zoom in on them a little bit. She's got all her little symbols all around her. She even has one eye covered. Interesting. All right, I'm going to give you a couple more, or at least one more. We might just be able to do one more. That reflection. That one is our Mystic Mondays, High Priestess. Looks like she's all about balance, right? Ooh, notice that she doesn't even have eyes. It's just her third eye open. Her third eye open. So she's looking and she's balancing things, trusting her inner guidance, her intuition, right? She's not having to look at other things. And that one there is our Light Seers Tarot. So that's our first 4 we're going to look at. Just observe the pictures. Notice the things that they have in common. Pay attention to the color schemes, the movement on the card. You can see the flow of energy coming around here. That's beautiful. All right, so this High Priestess. Yeah, the eyes. The eyes are really cool on this one because they're closed, but as you kind of move the card and you look at it, you can kind of see that it looks like they're open. It almost looks like an underliner where her eyelashes are, right? So it actually shows eyeballs there, but her eyes are closed. Her eyes are closed. All right, and then she's got her third eye open there. So this is like inner wisdom, right? Her eyes beam coming out of her head. So yesterday we had eyes beaming out of a head on Magician, right? We could see that they were using that inner energy. So the High Priestess, she's very smart. She's very wise. She's got a sense of mystery, right? She trusts her intuition. She holds the keys inside, right? She's not always speaking. She's quiet and listening and observing a lot. She's the receptive feminine type energy. So knowledge is typically, something that we pursue in today's society. We want to know, we want to learn, we want to grow. And so a lot of us will go to college and we have, hundreds of thousands of dollars of debt in college expenses and things like that, where we're trying to gain this wisdom, gain this insight. And the divine feminine here, the High Priestess, is saying, let me just tell you that inner knowledge comes through experience. It comes through understanding. It's not about book learning here. This is about trusting your intuition. So she's actually, the high priestess is the companion of the high priest, also known as the Hierophant. So they're like the counterparts there. So again, she represents gaining the wisdom through your intuition, through inner process. Now, her counterpart focuses on things such as knowledge through, tradition, through learning from others. This is going within. This is going within. This is gaining that insight and wisdom from within. Now, both learning processes are necessary. I'm not telling you not to go to school or anything else. What I'm telling you is that this is a different process to learn and to understand. She is the silence of true wisdom. You guys have seen that thing on Facebook where people will post a little meme or whatever, and it says like, I just because I don't speak doesn't mean I don't know, right? Just because I don't speak on it doesn't mean I don't know. A lot of times we sit back and we watch, we observe, we can learn by observing. So she's truly listening. This is not a reading, guys. We're doing a Teach Me Tarot lesson. We're learning how to read tarot. So this is the High Priestess card that we're studying today. If you missed the first few lessons, they're linked in my bio under the Instagram link for YouTube. But you can jump right in today. We just got started. So she's able to listen, right? She's not trying to think of an answer, trying to think of a solution, but she's just showing up and listening. I read this beautiful thing, and it was saying how whenever the high priestess is in operation, right, she is one who is a beautiful pause in a sentence. She's the gap in a conversation. She's the pause in a piece of music. She's beauty. She's grace. So let's take a look at, I pointed this out on the first deck. So this Rider-Waite Tarot deck is very traditional, right? It's got the black and the white, the B and the J and the pillars there, right? So this is something that is interesting too. We can go back to even religious texts, the Bible, and where it tells us the story of the Temple of Solomon. She's actually the guardian at the temple gate. She's guarding either at the exit or the entrance. So this tells us that our intuition, using the high priestess, it's the doorway through which we pass, where we approach our inner silent core of understanding. So we must learn to trust our intuition to gain understanding. So let's take a look at some of these symbols, okay? So the pillars. Usually there's one that's black, one that's white, as we see represented in the top left. And it has the Hebrew letters. It's got the English letters usually for the Hebrew letters B and J. So these are the pillars of Boaz and Joachim from the Bible. Okay, and they stand on either side of the doorway to the biblical Temple of Solomon. So the Rider-Waite image, it actually suggests that she's seated on the inside of the temple guarding the exit. So she's the initiator and she's a threshold guardian. She's the protector. All right, one other thing I'm going to point out about these, and I'm going to switch them out for the next 4 cards, is the pomegranates, because we also addressed that. So if we look at the coloring of the pomegranates, here in the universe and all that, but then back there we've got the pomegranates on there. So when we see the pomegranates, that's a symbol of knowledge of the inner, darker, more mysterious self. It's going inward, saying, I know that there's all these parts of me, and I want to learn them all. All right, I'm going to scoot these over. I'm going to show you the next round of 4 because we do study 8 cards in each lesson so that you guys can get an idea and an understanding of how to key into it. So notice on our first round, they all said high priestess except for one. One said the priestess instead. Now this one is where we get a little more intuitive in our reading style, right? Some of these cards are a little more for the intuitive. And that's where you see intuition or inner voice replacing High Priestess. So now I want you to take a look at some of these symbols and some of the pictures on these cards and see what you see here. This one is one of my favorite. I feel like it tells us very easily what we're looking at. That the door is open, right? There's light behind the door. We can go through the door and seek that intuition and insight. We can also walk away from closed doors because we can trust our inner guidance system. We can trust our intuition. Tells us our intuition is on point, right? And then we've got the Alpha and Omega. Interesting. Yin and Yang here. Lots of blue. She's still sitting there. She's got the two pillars on either side here as well. Over here, we've got dolphins representing that. So what does that tell you? That tells me we are going into the deep, right? It's the depths of our soul. So when we look at these and we see the Torah even, I'm going to bring this one back because I actually wanted to cover that on this card here. So we've got the Torah, right? What I want you to notice is that the Torah, the scroll is closed. So that's letting you know her insight and intuition. She's saying it's all inside. I didn't need the book, right? Which is what I'm teaching you guys. We could go through and read every one of these descriptions from the books, but I want you to intuitively be able to read. I want you to intuitively be able to understand and not have to go and look up everything, right? So when we look at these other cards, we see the blue, we see the water. We have lots of blue here. And that's a representation of the passive, receptive feminine and the flow of intuition, right? We sometimes see the veil. You can kind of see this kind of smoky up here. That's kind of representative of the veil. Here we've got the veil showing in this card as well, the veil being split on either side. So the veil is letting us know that there is a mystery that lies behind. Once we go into the depths of our soul, we can trust and see and learn more about our intuition. So another feminine symbol that we see a lot of in here is this crescent moon. We've got it here, here, there. Got it all over the place here. All right. So with this crescent moon, that's another feminine or passive type symbol. It's a receptive. If you look at it, it's like that's to receive, right? Our cup would be like that as we're receiving. And what I want to point out is that the moon that's in the crescent shape, the moon only gains its light as a reflection of the sun. We are a reflection of the I am. We are. Other things that we might notice is an equal armed cross. And that represents balance, the four elements, peace. So we see that here. Let me move that up. See, equal armed cross. And with it being in the night, like if we look at this one, you see the depths are in her mind and her body and her soul, right? And then if we look at the darkness that's on all of the cards, the depth and the deepness, the darkness, that's the mystery, the secrets, the silence. So if this card happens to come up and you're reading a person and it says like this is the card to describe this person, then it could be that they're quiet, they're wise, they have the ability to just know, they're good listeners, they're calm, they're open to all ideas, they're highly intuitive, right? This is that intuition card. And you know what's interesting? All of you that are saying this is your favorite card, are you a spiritual teacher? Are you a tarot reader? Are you a medium? You're probably drawn to this card because this represents you. It represents you. So that's what I have for you guys today. What do you all see? What are you feeling Any thoughts, any questions? You always feel this card is a mother card. Yeah, she's definitely one paying attention. This is something that you're drawn to? Yeah, I love that one. That deck is the Lightseers Tarot. Let me grab it for you. I'll show you what it looks like. This is the box for that one, the Lightseers Tarot. It's one of my favorite ones. So I definitely recommend that one. If you guys have any other questions or want to know any of the other decks, let me know. And I can get those for you. And then we're going to get started in some free reads. Celebrate our little teaching. How are we feeling, guys? I know, I'll flip you guys back around here. Get you back where I can sit down. How are we feeling? Nurturing. I pulled this card for me yesterday. Put on Oracle. That's awesome. As soon as you pulled the cards out, I got a feeling. I don't know what it was. Yeah. Top right deck. That one is this one right here. This one is the Grand Lux Tarot. This is one of my newest decks. I just got this one. Grand Lux Tarot. Oh, and y'all are backwards. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I got you. Grand Lux Tarot. You like it? Good. I'm glad. Top left deck. Okay, top left, that is the Muse. This is the Muse Tarot. Okay, and this one right here is that deck. I'm not doing readings right now. We're doing a teaching lesson. If you want readings, you can come back. I'm going to do some free reads here in just a minute, but this is a teaching lesson right now. They're beautiful cards, such deep meanings. Yeah, I love that. Let me hold these up individually and show you guys, okay, just so you can get a better view. So this is our Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Okay, so that's like Old Faithful. Just funny, I never owned it until I decided to teach this class. They do have the best poems. They have some great poems in there. Little haikus, right? And then this is our Lightseers deck. Lightseers. And then this is our Mystic Mondays. Got relax and a good feel. Yeah, that's awesome. This one, I do. They are going to be, they're linked in the bio under the Instagram link. There's a YouTube link that's on that same little thing, you know, little picture. And it's called Rise Up on YouTube. You can find us there. And all the lessons are posted each day. Yeah. Yeah, there's so much. You know, the reasoning behind that is like so many of us come from religion, right? So many of us come from religion and we understand those stories. So I like to share that with you. Oh, I didn't tell you. This is the Psychic Tarot. Did I tell you that? I don't know. Okay, and then this one here is the Cosmic Tarot. Okay, and then this one is the Osho Zen Tarot. So these are a little harder to, you know, read intuitively if you haven't gone through any kind of training or coursework that's going to teach you what they are. So that's why I like to bring those out too, because they're a little more intense. But as we learn it alongside the others, we can go, oh, that makes sense, right? Because if you look at this one and you see inner voice, if you didn't know inner voice meant intuition, you'd be confused, right? But now you understand. And intuition is High Priestess, stepping into that power. And this one just says the Priestess. This is the Muse. This is the Muse Tarot. The Osho Zen, yeah. This is the Osho Zen Tarot. It's a really big one. Now, I will tell you that with this deck, this was one of the first decks that I bought, and it was really hard for me at first to really get into, and I still don't use it on my lives and such. I'm still working with it privately, but let me show you, like this one, it comes with this major book here, and it shows you all of the different, you know, meanings and understandings of it, but I think I wanted to make sure I understood them as what they are meant for, right? This is the High Priestess card. So anyway, it tells you all the things. It has a commentary on it, and then it has all of the little description of what the author intended it to be for each card. And the back of the card looks like this. That's the Osho Zen. O-S-H-O. Okay, and then I think the last one, oh, I think we might have already done that. Oh, we lost our light. We lost our light. All right, well, I don't know what happened. We lost our light. Bear with me just a second. Can you show the one with the eyes closed, but you can still see the eyes? Yes, that one is this one. And that one is from the Light Seers Tarot. Bear with me just a second. I'm going to switch the light back out. There, we got a little bit of light. At least a little bit. How much does she have to do with manifestation? Not a whole lot. I mean, the manifestation was what we covered yesterday with the Magician card. I'll try to get some light on me so I'm not like half dark. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening with that light. It's done that the last couple days. I don't know I don't know. I don't know what it's about. That's the new light too. You're welcome. All right, let's do some collective reads. Let's do some individual reads. Hey, you know what? I got an idea. But I think I'm going to save it. All right, we're going to the transformation deck. We're going to go to the transformation deck. Of course. Thank you for being here. The lights are... So the one that I started out with, is, it's actually not like, it's an oracle. It's a tarot oracle. So it's inspired by the tarot, but they have different names, right? So it's the Psychic Tarot. This is the one that I started with, and I loved that. It was my first deck. So just find one that resonates with you. Okay, like I went to the store, I went to like a Barnes and Noble, and I sat there and I wanted to look at each one. I wanted to feel the energy. I looked up reviews. I just checked different cards and was like, okay, does that look like something I would like? You know, I'm a big artwork person, which you'll see in just a second. These are my favorite. These are the oracle that are by this artist. It's Nature's Whispers. This Angela Hartfield is the author and Josephine Wall is the artist. But Josephine Wall is my favorite artist, and I have like 5 or 6 decks of hers. I will be on tonight at 9. I was not feeling well yesterday. I ate something funky and was not feeling well, so I wasn't able to make it on. All right, so I call this a transformation deck. It's actually called Nature's Whispers, but it has butterflies on it, and that's a symbol of transformation, right? So I'm the one that is calling it that. Because it's hard to say too. Nature's Whispers. Plus, a lot of people didn't understand what that was about. All right, I got my little secret here. Look at these. Trust your own understanding. Thank you. I appreciate that. This one's upside down. Inner truths. It's so much better when the light is on too. You can see them better, but being spontaneous. All right, let's do this. How do we want to do this? I don't usually have y'all spam the comments like crazy, but make someone tattoo of some of these. Oh my God, that was my plan. That was literally my plan. I have one that I love. It's called the Epiphany card, and it's not in this deck. It's in a different one. But it looks like a woman coming up out of, like a phoenix coming up out of the ashes, but it's a woman. And so that's what I'm going to have done. All right, let's do this. Let's do, Alexa, what time is it? All right, we got about 5 minutes. So we're going to do our collective. I'm going to do a few free one cards here. Y'all share the live. Let's do that. That's just normal. Let's just share the live. That'll help us get there. And then we'll invite people to come back for tomorrow for the next lesson. So share the live. I'm gonna go through and start grabbing these shares. All right, Chill Vibes Rosie got the first one. Ooh, okay, so you actually have 2. You have 2 here that came out for you. And this is the heighten your vitality and the inner truth. So this is saying that you're still going through that, right? You're still going through, and it's okay. Stop beating yourself up that you're still in the process. We're all still in the process, okay? So this is just telling you that you're needing to go and realign some things, right? Some things are being brought to the light. They're having to address and that you're having to see differently. You need to call back your energy. Everybody in the room, we're going to do this right now. We're going to do this together, okay? So I call back. Repeat after me. I call back my energy and vitality from all people, places, and things that no longer serve my highest good. Did you feel that? Did you feel it? Some of you felt it right here. It felt like there was just like a burst of wind. Some of you felt it back here in the shoulders. Okay, that's your energy coming back to you. So now I want you to say this. I remove from my energetic field all energies that are not serving my highest good. Ooh, oh, that felt weird. Y'all felt it all up in here and then down into the hands. That was cool. That was cool. So do that, okay? Make sure you're disconnecting your energy. When you're connecting with people, you're working with people, you're just helping someone, right? That you withdraw your energy, that you retain your vitality, okay? Chills, yeah. Makes me feel fuzzy. Yeah, it's pulling that energy back. All right, let me go back and grab one of these shares that I see. Lost Dopey. Whoa. All right, yours came out fast. So this is saying that you're needing to be your best self always. This is that card that reminds us. Here, I'll put it up here so you can see it. That reminds us that we need to operate from a place of unconditional love at all times. That we need to let go of preconditioned thoughts, of ideas, of things that are no longer serving us, and to just move forward with purpose and intention. I'm doing it every day. Good. Okay. This is for Penguin. Penguin, you are being empowered right now. But what I want you to notice, and I feel like you're going like, what the fuck? I'm not being empowered. I feel like I'm losing my fucking shit, right? Okay, cool. You can feel that way because this is what's happening. You're releasing. You're finally allowing the emotions that you've stuffed for so long to come up and to come out. And that's the only way for us to heal it, is for us to feel it. So it's coming up so it can come out. And I'm going to give you the most disgusting analogy ever, but it's something that will stick with you. You will understand it. When you are sick and you need to vomit and you hold that in, does it help you in any way, or does it eventually come out anyway? It eventually comes out anyway, right? So you're just prolonging the misery by continuing to minimize and stuff to hold it in. So when it's coming up to come out. Allow it out. All right, I'm going to do one more of these really quick, and then I'm going to do our collective read. So let me see who I got here. Jessica, exactly how I feel. Love those cards. Awesome. Okay, so Jessica, you're in a place of pause. And this is a safe space to be. It's okay to be here. I feel like you're in this place and you feel as though when you're not moving, if things aren't moving at the speed and the pace and in the direction that you want them to go, that you feel unsettled, uneasy, and that you're like on guard, right? And I feel like this is a trauma response. This is a trauma response to not being okay being alone, not being okay being in a space where things aren't moving. But right now, this is a time of pause, a time of space. And it's so that you can go inward and deal with all those emotions. Why do you feel so unsettled when things aren't moving? What is it about you? Where did you come from? What did you experience that causes this unsettling feeling when there's a pause? It causes fear. Okay, so we want to trace it back. We want to go to that taproot. This is what healing is all about. We say, I'm reacting this way. It has nothing to do with the situation. What is it? I'm going to trace it back. Okay, let me follow the line. Okay, I felt like this a few years ago when this happened. Okay, well, that doesn't really make sense either. So let me go a little bit further back. When did I react like this the last time? When did I feel like this the time before? And we keep going until we get to the root of the issue. If you've ever repotted a plant, you know that you have to clean off all the roots and get all of the soil off. And you see all kinds of little scraggly roots all over the place. And then all of a sudden, when you get to the center, there's that big tap root. And that big tap root is what's being fed. That's where it's getting its source, where it's getting the nutrients. And that tap root goes deep. So typically there's something deep that we've got to go back and uncover and process through. I do offer healing sessions. If you guys ever want to work with me, I'm happy to help you with that. I am not a therapist. I am not someone who goes in and has you come for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. I want to get to the root of the issue that day. And I partner with Spirit to help you uncover those things and get it out so it doesn't affect you in that way anymore. Okay? All right, let's do our collective read, and then we're going to go ahead and close out the live for today, and then I will be on tomorrow. I might stay. If you guys want to do some reads today, I might. No, I can't. I have an appointment. I can't. I lied. But I can do tonight. I'll be back tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So make sure you're following me. Make sure you're following the hashtag We Rise Above. It's already got 2.8 million views. In the last week, we've gone up another 100,000 views. So this is something that is changing the world, you guys. You're a part of the grassroots effort to bring the spiritual community together, to bring insight and wisdom to the masses, to bring healing. You're a part of that. So thank you for being here. All right, let's jump in. I want to do a different read. We're going to go to the healing deck. Okay, I will see you tonight. Yeah, we'll do readings tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm usually here 9 to 1 in the evening, all right? Monday through Thursday. All right, take a deep breath in, everybody. This is going to be our collective read. Ooh, okay. What have we been talking about today? What have we been talking about? We're being triggered, right? The very first thing we opened our live up with, we're being triggered. We're going to process through those triggers. Okay, that one came in, went right back in, flipped right back over. Okay, modifications. Oh. Wow. Okay, well, if we weren't already completely spot on today, we definitely got our confirmation here. First thing out, triggers. I'm trying to hold it where the light's good. Sorry, y'all. All right, so triggers. We are literally being tested. It's time to pop the bubbles, right? It's time to stop letting these things come floating back around again. We're going to deal with it this time. We're going to heal it. So as those triggers come up, let them out. It's time to make modifications. What you've been doing isn't working. What you've been doing isn't working. It's time to make a shift. It's time to release. It's time to process. A lot of times the problem is that we want to suppress our emotions, right? Because we were taught these things, or you had these things said to you when you were a kid. Suck it up. Dry it up. I'll give you something to cry about. Minimizing your feelings. Someone was just triggered right there. I felt that. So it's time to go in and process that. Those are lies. You don't have to believe those things anymore. It's time to trust yourself. It's time to step into your power. It's time to release. The body keeps the score, you guys. You minimize it and stuff it. You wonder why you have pain. You minimize and stuff it and you wonder why you have stomach issues. You minimize and stuff it and wonder why you have insomnia. It's time to fully release. It's time to fully release. It's not a sin to be angry. There is no sin. We have choices. We have situations. We don't always have to label everything. It doesn't have to be good or bad. It just simply is. It exists. And we can't get rid of energy. We can transmute it. We can change it into positive, right? So it's time to go back and transmute that. We go back to those moments and we hug that little girl or little boy, little one. And we hold their face and we say, I love you. And it's okay to feel. It's okay. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. And it's okay to let it out. It's okay to cry. You're not weak because you cry. It's a release. And it's okay. And I'm here for you. So tell me what you feel. And allow yourself to fully express it. You're going in and talking to that inner child, that little you, with love and compassion. And you're allowing you to express it fully and thus integrate and pick up those fragmented pieces of yourself that you lost along the way. Even in the darkness, even in the thick of the depth of the emotions, there's hidden blessings there. It's not all hard. It is hard, but it's worth it. And along the way, along the transformation journey, you'll be gifted all kinds of beautiful blessings. Oh my God, I just remembered this. I gotta show you something. Hold on. Okay. I went into someone's live the other day, someone that I support, and was very just excited to be there. I caught them live and they said, "Can I do a reading for you?" And I don't let a lot of people do it, right? I don't let a lot of people read me. I was like, sure, it's fine. My grandmother came through. My grandmother and my grandfather. I've been asking them to come through. I've been asking. I wanted a sign. I wanted a confirmation. Am I doing the right thing? When I went into that live, they were doing tarot readings. I didn't expect what I got. And my grandmother mentioned the ring. And this is a disgusting old box. It's been in a makeup drawer and it's traveled from house to house to house since my grandmother's passing when I was a teenager. I pulled this box out a few weeks ago and was showing my girls the beautiful amethyst ring. There's 2 rings in here. So I thought. It's a beautiful amethyst ring. And my grandmother brought this up the other day in this reading. I had forgot I had this little pearl ring of hers too. Hidden blessings. I got my confirmation. I didn't even remember to go pull these out again. I didn't think of it. I just was excited that it had been brought up. Last night, Evelyn and I, we went in to take a bath and try to get our tummies feeling better. Both of us weren't feeling well. And while I was running the bath, my daughter, my 5-year-old daughter, pulled this box out of the drawer. And she was saying, "Mommy, these rings are so beautiful. Where did these come from?" She wasn't here when I told the story. And she thought to look underneath. And my friends, I've never seen this before. I don't know where this came from. A little diamond ring. Hidden blessings. There's hidden blessings everywhere you look. Open your eyes. Stop to smell the roses. Pay attention to the signs. And know that even in the depth, even in the darkness, even in the moments where you're emotionally overwhelmed, there's not just the one ring you remember. There's hidden blessing after hidden blessing. Y'all feeling what I felt last night? I was like, whoa. I just sobbed. Wow. All right. Let's do our collective last one. And then I'm going to let you guys go and I'll see you tonight. We do this at the end of every live. And here I am, tearing up at 10 a.m. All right, we always do this. This is a soul truth. This is a self-awareness deck. If you're someone who wants to do like some shadow work and have some questions that'll help you transform your life, this is a great deck for you. It's not something to All right, here we go. It's not something to, do a reading for someone else, but it's just simply something to focus on, something to learn, okay? So what else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Reaction. It's a reactivation of an old wound. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? Oh my God. I just love when it's so perfect like that. It is literally so perfect. We opened the live intuitively speaking about being triggered. We studied our intuition. We talked about being triggered. We then had our collective reads. And what was it about? The triggers and releasing. And then here we go. Is this an intervention on how I need to listen? So today's soul action is there's something in your soul that it's calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that's ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? How is life happening for me right now? Someone asked what the deck was. It's this. It's a Soul Truth Self-Awareness deck. And my reads are all privately done for mediumships, and it's linked in my bio. It depends on the time frame that you want, how much time you want. But you can go through and link the link in my bio and see those pricing. So, all right, guys, I've kept a few minutes past, I believe, so I'm going to let you go. I will see you tonight at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be back tomorrow for our next lesson, and we will be doing Teach Me Tarot lessons, some healing work, and all the fun things just like we do every day. Tomorrow is Thursday, right? We have a special guest host tomorrow, so I'm excited to have them on. I can't wait to introduce them to you tomorrow. I will see you later. Have a good night, guys.